Hello, class, and welcome to Sur Researcher TV, where learning research is made easy. Okay, now, you're probably brought to this video because we have initially talked about the review-related literature and how it is important in our research study. Likewise, the different ways and how we can structure, present, layout our RL. We also discussed previously on the different tips and tricks on how to navigate uh, via web search for your literature and the different ways and methods on how you are going to write and present, organize your literature. Now, for today's video, we will be talking or we will be learning on how we can navigate RL in Google Scholar or in other hosts or other sites. But as previously mentioned, Google Scholar will is actually your go-to website for your literature review because it's specific to studies or scholarly articles only. So you could go to this site, scholar.google.com, and then you have here. Now, again, it's important that we have to know our keywords because keywords is key. So for example, let's say our study, the title of our study is employability and job readiness or work readiness, okay, of graduate nurses, for example. That is our um, focus. So you start here or you put here, of course, our keyword, okay? So employability and job readiness of nurses. So take a look at this. We already have here a Boolean strategy and job readiness of graduate nurses. So let's take a look here. There. All right. Work readiness, graduate nurses, and job. So you could find it here. So, and um, again, if you use the Boolean strategy, and it will narrow your results. And if you're going to say or, yeah, let's take a look or. All right. So it's your results are more. Okay. Now, let's say okay. Employability, for example, we'll remove employability or we'll just go for job readiness. And then we'll put an okay quotation here. So take a look. All right. Very few only because, yeah, you're only interested with the job readiness of graduate nurses. All right. So that's how your Boolean strategy works. It affects how much of your search results will come out in the engine. All right. So we'll just go back to our original keyword, which is employability and job readiness of graduate nurses. Let's have that one. Okay. Now take a look at this side of your site. We have here anytime. So try to make it as recent as possible. So we go for 2020. Okay, and then sort by date or by relevance. It's up to you, but relevance is actually very good. Okay, any type or review articles or any type will be better. Okay, and then okay, you could just explore on other profiles here, settings and advanced search. Okay, let's try to look. All right. Yeah, you would have here other tools that can expand your search results. Okay, so for example, we take this okay. Okay, let's have this one. Oh, but it's 2013, so let's not take that one. Scoping review, literature. Okay, let's take a look for something that is okay. Since 2020, okay. So we have 2020 here. Okay. Oh, this one is nice. Let's take a look at this. So, relationship between the undergraduate clinical learning environment and work readiness in new graduate nurses. There you go. So once we click on this one, you will be brought into the journal site. So in this case, it's Science Direct, and we've mentioned that Science Direct is one of the reliable journal hosts where you could really find very good studies. So we could use this one. And yeah, so basically this is your related study here. So you could however, you have to purchase the PDF. So yeah, we'll just skip on that first for the meantime. But what is important in here is that you can take a look at some of the snippets, but not exactly the entire study. But what's good about this is there is an expanded um, abstract. So part of the studies are being included in this preview. But what we will be using only is, of course, the abstract only. So background. So we have your background, objectives, design, setting, participants. So I would really suggest that you have to read on these parts because you're going to extract there. Okay. So yeah, you could use that one. Okay. Now, this is another trick that I want you guys to remember. Look for studies that have this one. Okay. The DOI, or your digital object identifier. Your digital object identifier is going to be very helpful later when we are going to establish or when we're going to do our referencing because we will be needing that one. Okay, so if you see a study and it has a DOI, okay, copy the DOI and then put that in your clipboard because we will be needing that later. Science Direct actually has this cite feature where if you're going to click on that, it's either you will have like citation to your text, okay? So if you're going to open it, there will be citation and stuff. Okay, however, if you wanted to do a reference for this study, for example, you just have to copy the DOI. Okay, so for example, copy link address. All right. Now, let's proceed to our referencing site, and that is mybib.com here. So it's mybib.com, www.mybib.com. This is a free software, so you could just make a free account in here. So, of course, you need to make an account so that you could access all of your projects wherever, or if you're going to use another device or laptop or computer, you can still access the entire projects that you have. Okay, now first things first, you need to make a name for your project. So let's say our project here is nurse employability, right? Okay, so in here, what we're gonna do next is take a look at the referencing style. So you click on this and you have to click whichever style you want. But what we're going to be using is the APA 7th edition or APA 7. So that's it. And once you have that set already, you go, you try to add citation. Now, what's interesting about MyBib is that you could actually make a reference with all or any kinds of source. So we have your website, your book, your journal, your video, or or you could even do other stuff here. Now, for each source or for each site, it is structured or formed or programmed in a way that all essential components are already there or present. Okay. So, for example, we click on journal because from our source here, this is a journal article. We got the DOI. So you have the choice to either, oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, to either go for the title or the DOI. But I would suggest go for the DOI because it is more specific. Then you paste on the DOI and then click on search. And you would have here, okay, the study based on the DOI will appear on the search results. what you need to do is double check. You just have to double check. So author, Mieta Dudley, Damon Cow. Oh yeah, the same. So we click on this one. And if there are some missing information, for example, issue number, you could check here if there are wait, let's see. Okay. If there are missing information, for example, you could take a look here. So there is a volume number 94 and issue number, okay. Issue number 16. So if you can't find, you could just skip that. But if the source has the missing information, just encode it because you could modify or edit the reference here. Okay. And then, yeah, there you go. So double check the contents, you have everything, and then you could just click on save. And see, automatic, you have your reference. Now, you don't have to worry about arranging your reference alphabetical order because every time you add your reference, it will just arrange itself alphabetically. Okay, so let me give you an example. Let's say, what about if I'm going to add like another source, let's say a website. So I have here prepared a website. Take a look at the website, just a positive outlook for future nurse opportunities. Let's say it's related to our study. You could just click on the entire hyperlink and then just paste it here. And then you go for search. So you have your URL, then you have your author, your year, the website, and the publisher. And then there's probably credible. So click on that one and save. There, it's automatic. Now, what is also interesting about here, guys, is that you can actually copy here, show options. You could edit if you think there are missing information, or you could copy the bibliographic entry or the in-text citation. Now, if you have, let's say, placed all your references already here in this project, you can download it by clicking there, okay, and download reference. So you have a choice. Either you could copy paste on the clipboard, or let's say Word, in the Word, Google Drive, okay, and you could do other stuff, okay, all right, okay, okay, there you go. Now that's really very interesting because you can take a lot of uh types of references. You could email the reference, you could download it in Word and all those other stuff. All right. And you can just paste it into your manuscript. Okay. There you go. So I think that's it. So again, just look. Okay, let's get another let's do another um okay. Okay, let's have another work. For example, here. This one. Okay, I'm not sure if this yeah, it has a DOI because it has an abstract. Okay. So you'd copy the DOI, copy link address. And again, you go back to, okay, MyBib, add citation, journal, paste here, search, probably credible. There's no volume number, so you could just skip that. No issue number as well, skip that as well. And there you go. You do that to all of your references. And then once you have downloaded it, once you have completed with your reference, you could just download it. All right. So I guess that's it, guys. So thank you so much. I hope you will find doing your literature search more engaging and enjoyable, okay, with all of these tips and tricks. So thank you so much, and we'll see each other again in our next video. Bye.